All right, let's talk about it. How do we use the cheat code to trade with the trend and also take counter trend trades? So I'm going to show you in this video today. Excuse me. So as you can see here on the HPS scanner, it's giving us signals, right? We have AUD CAD, AUD CHF, AUD JPY. Okay, so we're going to take a look at these examples. So on AUD CAD, which we're on right now, the scanner is telling us to buy. Okay, we can see obviously price sold off. All right. We have a cheat code buy signal here, so it's matching up with what the scanner says. If we look down here at the MACD is also telling us to sell. So we have two conflicting um, confluences, right? So what does that mean? Well, we're on a daily time frame. Price is coming out of a supply zone, so price is selling. That's correct. MACD is correct, and the cheat code was correct by selling off, right? But the HPS scanner is telling us to buy. Why is this buy here? Well, this buy is going to be a pullback, and you'll be able to see this on the 4-hour time frame. So let's go to the 4-hour time frame. And you can see price is pulling back on the 4-hour time frame. Okay. So how do we know where price will pull back to? Okay. That's a good question. Let's go back to the daily time frame. Okay. And what I like to do personally, since I'm getting this signal from the daily time frame, I like to measure uh, price on a daily time frame. So let's go ahead and get rid of the indicator real quick. And all we're going to simply do is take a fib tool, fib retracement tool, and we're going to measure from the high to the low. Okay. And what I'm looking for is the 50% area, which we have right here. Okay. So I'm looking for price to get back to at least the 50% area. Okay. Doesn't necessarily have to. Price could push up a little bit and then continue on with the trend. Okay. But I would like to see ultimately price get to at least the 50% area here or higher somewhere in this area. Here would be where we want price to sell off from, this area up here. Let me go ahead and mark this off. This will be considered my sell zone. Okay. Anything above a 50, let me remove this. Anything above the 50 would be considered my sell zone. So what I would like to see is price pull back into this area, anywhere in this area here, and then we look to sell, okay, to continue with the trend. Okay. So if we go back to the 4-hour time frame, what we can do is look for areas where price was maybe previous support that turned resistance, or a demand area. So I do see one here. If we mark it down, this will be an area I'll be interested in for price to get back to, somewhere in this area. Okay. Now, if we turn on the indicator, we can see that we do have some levels up here. Let me get rid of this so you guys can see. We have some levels within this indicator up here where price can get back to, somewhere in this area. So if price pulls back into this area, then we want to be looking for opportunities to sell above the 50% area. Okay. So in order to trade with the trend, there's two ways we can trade this. Okay. Since we know we're selling ultimately on a daily time frame, we know that price is getting ready to pull back. So that means we don't want to enter into a position at the very bottom down here, because price just created a new low and price is going to pull back. Okay. So all we have to do is we can go to the 4-hour time frame and we can trade with the 4-hour time frame trend. So we got our confirmation buy here. Okay. That means we can buy AUD CAD. Okay. We can buy AUD CAD for a little bit. And then when price gets to our area, our sell zone, we can look for an opportunity for a sell opportunity to trade with ultimately the daily time frame. Okay. So that's one way you can trade with the trend or take a counter trend trade. Let's go back to daily and take a look at another example. Let's go to Euro AUD. Okay, so Euro AUD, we are extremely bullish. The MACD is telling us that we're bullish. We can see that price is bullish. Okay, now the cheat code is telling us that we're going to have a pullback. So we got a cheat code sell signal. So if we go to the 4-hour time frame, before we go to the 4-hour time frame, the HPS scanner is telling us to sell Euro AUD. Okay, so we know this sale is going to be a short-term pullback because price is bullish at this current moment. So if we go to the 4-hour, price is getting ready to sell off. Okay, so we have a cheat code sell signal, we have a confirmation sell, we have a divergence sell. So now we can look for an opportunity to sell Euro AUD. Okay, and how do we know where price is going to pull back to? Well, ultimately, we don't know, but we can measure, okay, and look for opportunities once we measure. Let's go ahead and turn off the indicator, okay? And all we want to do, again, is take our fib tool, go from the low to the high. And now this would be considered our sell zone. Anything in this area, we would like to see price reach below this area, somewhere in this area. And then we look for an opportunity to buy with the trend, okay? Because again, the daily time frame rules everything below it. Weekly time frame rules everything below it. Monthly time frame rules everything below it. Okay. So on the daily, we're looking for price to push back into this area here, somewhere in this area, and then we'll be looking to buy Euro AUD. But in the meantime, since we're trading off the higher time frame, 4-hour time frame, you can definitely get a nice amount of pips. So if you enter in this position, let's say price went back, tested high. Okay, that's over 300, 400 pips with just that pullback. Okay, so that's more than enough. Let's take a look at another example. Go back to the daily time frame, right? Let's take a look at NZDJPY daily time frame, right? Price is coming out of a supply zone. Price had a nice sell-off. Been waiting for a retrace. Okay. The MACD is telling us to sell. Cheat code telling us to sell. But the HPS scanner is telling us to buy. So what this buy is simply a pullback. Okay. It's a pullback. So if we go to the 4-hour time frame, we can see that price has crossed the HMA. We got our confirmation buy. So we're looking for NZD JPY to head up for this pullback. Okay. Also, the MACD just turned blue here. So that lets me know that we're definitely going up here on NZD JPY for this pullback. So again, how do we find out where price is going to pull back to? Well, we just simply measure. We're going to measure again from the high to the low. And then we'll just mark up our area where we like to see price get to. Okay. Now there's no guarantee price can get up here. There's no guarantee price can get up here. There's no guarantee price can get up here. Ultimately, we want price to get to this area because this is where we have the highest risk to reward ratio when it comes to trading with the trend. So again, we want to see price pull back into this area and then sell off. Okay. And this is easy to do with the indicator like this because now, since we know where price is going, when we go to the 4-hour time frame, we know our area of where we ultimately want to take profit. So when price gets up to this area, we want to take profit. And then we also want to look for an opportunity to sell. So an opportunity to sell would be a cheat code sell signal somewhere in this area here. Okay. And then also you can look down here at the MACD. The MACD, once it's done being bullish, it's going to turn bearish. Okay. And then you look for that opportunity, just a confirmation the price wants to sell and go with the higher time frame trend. All right. So these pairs I will be trading, going over, especially AUDJPY. I will be trading this pair, doing the same exact scenario. Again, the daily time frame is telling us to sell. HPS scanner is telling us to buy. So this is the pullback. Okay. Because ultimately the trend is bearish on the daily time frame, but the 4-hour time frame is just doing a pullback. Or price pulls back somewhere into this area up here, and then we'll look to sell off. Okay. Again, very, very simple on how you do this. So if you're looking to trying to figure out what pairs you should trade, the scanner is going to tell you what pairs you can trade. Okay. So if we take a look at, let's go to GBP AUD, right? GBP AUD is extremely bullish right now. We're looking at the trend. The price is bullish, right? Even these candles are telling you. You just got to match the colors, color match. So candles is all blue. MACD is all blue. So that means we're bullish, right? But now we're getting a conflicting confluence because the cheat code is telling us to sell and the HPS scanner is telling us to sell. So what does that mean? That means price is going to pull back. Price can't continue in a straight line. Price has to pull back. You need to see some type of red for price to pull back. So that's what we're looking for price to do. Looking for price to pull back. How do we get in on this pullback? We simply go to a lower time frame, the 4-hour time frame. 4-hour time frame is already letting us know that price is getting ready to pull back. Why? We have a cheat code sell signal, divergence, and we have a confirmation sell. Also, the MACD has turned red here on the 4-hour time frame. So now it's time to sell GBP AUD. Okay. We got red candles, red MACD. It's time to sell. How do we know where we want to buy at GBP AUD? We go back to the daily time frame. All right, turn off the indicator, and we simply measure with our fib retracement tool. We go from the lowest point to the highest point, and we're looking for price to pull back into this area here, somewhere in this area. It can be anywhere in this area here. Okay. Looking for price to pull back into this area and then head back up from there. Okay. How do we get in on this trend? Well, we simply wait for price to get to this area and we look for a what? Cheat code buy signal. Okay. We look for a cheat code buy signal. Indicator is going to tell you when to buy, when to sell. Okay. Also, the MACD, you just line it up. When the MACD goes back to blue and tells you to buy, then you simply buy. Okay. We're just waiting for confirmation candles. So this is a way to simply swing trade and to get in on trends. But you just have to remember and mark your big chart where you want price to get back to, right? Remember, top down analysis. Start off with the daily 4-hour. If you need to go lower, you can go lower. Lowest I go most times is the 1-hour time frame for my entry time frame. Okay, my entry is a 1-hour break and retest. All right. So, just wanted to go over that real quick. This MACD will be available soon for everybody. It's not available yet. And other than that, keep trading, guys. Hopefully this video was informative. And if you want access again to this indicator, go to Vinny'sTradingCheatCode.com. That's Vinny'sTradingCheatCode.com. Let me introduce you guys to my number one trusted broker. They were acquired by they acquired LQDFX a couple months ago, and this broker is called PlexiTrade. Okay, they make trading very, very easy as far as trading MT4 and MT5. So if you want to trade with MT4 and MT5, definitely get with PlexiTrade. Zero commission. The customer service is excellent. They always respond within a reasonable amount of time. You can reach them 24 hours of the day, 5 days a week. They offer 1 to 2,000 in leverage, and they have different trading accounts. Okay, very, very easy to register. With a micro account, your minimum deposit is $50. The silver is 300, gold is 300, and the platinum VIP is 10,000. Just wanted to show you guys real quick with the withdrawal process. Here's a withdrawal that I did on May 31st. Here is another that I did here just recently on June 11th, and I do post these inside of my free Telegram group so you guys can see. Where is it at? Let's see here. I think I passed it up. But just wanted to show you guys that, yeah, here it is. Just wanted to show you guys June 11th was the last withdrawal I did with Plexi Trade. Fast withdrawals, guys. No issues with them. So if you guys are looking for a trusted broker, please get with Plexi Trade. Thank you.